Up next on T's Multiverse from Marvel Studios, Disney Plus What If series, Zombie Captain America, and Marvel's Captain Carter. Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm the Watcher. And hopefully, at the end of this review, I'll receive my arms. Yes, my arms. Because I need them. Let's get this show started. Hang tight, Watu. You won't be armless for too long. We're getting there. We're almost there. All right. So here we have Zombie Captain America as well as Marvel's Captain Carter from the Disney Plus What If series, which turned out to be an excellent, entertaining series for me. I absolutely look forward to season 2 for sure. Here through our display package windowing, we're treated to a view of both our figures. Of course, up top we have Marvel Legends, and at the very top we have this Watcher icon, which shows him watching us. And then on the side here, we have images of both our figures. And on the back, additional promo shots as well as bios for both our characters here. I absolutely love the shell-shaded animation that was utilized throughout the entire series. And then at the very bottom here, we have a roundup of all of the figures within this wave. And then as a result, we have the Watcher, who looks absolutely magnificent. Now that we've gone through this entire packaging, let's get both of these cracked open. All right, so first up, we have Captain Carter. You got to go with Captain Carter. She jump-started the entire What If Disney Plus series. She was at the forefront of everything from the beginning to the end. So here we have Super Soldier Captain Carter, and we're going to take a look at her accessories. She comes with a few. The first most important accessory that she comes with is her trusted shield, which looks very impressive. She has to love the coloring and the simplistic detail that was utilized throughout this entire shield. Looks as if you had just pulled it right out of the animated series. On the back here, we have the straps that her arms will go through to equip the shield. We'll be testing that out very shortly. And then here we have the What If Build-A-Figure pieces, which will be the arms. The Watcher will now have arms that I'll be able to equip him with. So I know that he'll be happy about that. So we'll be putting that to him pretty soon. I know he's beaming from ear to ear. Yes! Get away, Watcher. We're gonna get you taken care of. All right, so let's take a closer look at Captain Carter here. And again, she looks excellent. I really feel like this figure embodies the simplistic shell-shaded designing that they utilize for these figures, and it really translates well with this figure. It looks excellent. I love the textures and the hue of blue that they utilize for this figure. I love the little splashes and little strips of like red. I never noticed that in the animated series, but it's really evident with this figure. And see, even on here in the inside of the arm areas. Oh man, that looks great. I love the simplistic detail that is utilized throughout the sculpting of the face. Here, you see her in the back here with the hair. Looks really impressive. On the back, even with the back here, the details were throughout the armored area. In the back here, I really wish they would have had a peg for the shield. They've done it with other Marvel Legends figures, so wish they would have did it with this one here. The great thing about this Captain Carter figure is that it utilizes the pinless technology within the elbows as well as the knees, which is a magnificent addition. I know the sculpting is going to limit the articulation in terms of looking up, so you're going to be able to look up only so much, but down, I'm pretty sure she can look down pretty well, which is not bad. She can go from side to side with no problem. She can go all the way around. And then here in the arm area, she can rotate here. She has upper bicep swivel. Again, she has the pinless joints in the elbows. So elbow articulation is really great here. Here in the wrist area works really well. No problem going around and in. So pretty solid with the wrist area. And then we have here with the leg, here this upper thigh swivel here, which works really well for that added touch of articulation. Here we have the leg. She's really pretty flexible. So let's see how she can do the splits here pretty well. And then we have, again, the pinless joints in the knees, which goes all the way around. I really love that pinless technology that they utilize so much for many of these figures now. So that really looks great. And then we have the articulation here in the ankle boot area. We have a little bit of a shifting from side to side, which goes pretty well. We can go up only so much due to the sculpting here with the boot area. We go down here, which is pretty solid. So really solid figure. Excellent figure for me overall. Again, she really, this shell shading design looks absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna close out this segment by equipping Captain Carter with her weapon shield here. I'm gonna slide this in here and this should be secured. And we're going to pose her here. Watch out, multiverse. Captain Carter is reporting for duty. All right, so up next is yet another Captain America, but this Captain America has seen better days, and that is the zombie Captain America. As I mentioned previously, I was never a big zombie person. Still am not a big zombie person, but I really was impressed with the overall images that I saw of this figure. This figure could very well be one of the best figures of the year. This guy looks absolutely amazing. So we're gonna take a look at this. The one accessory that he comes with, which is this bloodied, withered shield here. I mean, look at this right here, man. You see like the blotches of blood and everything here in the darker areas of the shield. Here in the lighter areas, you see more blood that's sprinkled throughout. I mean, this shield has seen better days for sure. I mean, they really nailed into all this zombie-like things with this shield, as well as the rest of this figure here. And here on the back, we see the little straps for the shield. So we're gonna take a close look at this guy here, man, the star of this segment, which is Zombie Captain America. Wow, man, I tell you, they really went all out. Looking at the expression alone, I mean, it just screams horror and zombie-like apocalypse. Just the blood blotches that's on the arms, the chunks that's missing out of the chest. You can see the bones of the chest, you know, the blood that's mixed within. I mean, this Captain America has definitely seen better days. You see the rips within the costume here on the back. You see the skeleton, and then of course you see the harness, but the harness moves. You can actually remove this harness if you wish to do so, which is pretty neat. So if you want to place this harness with someone else, you can, which I think is pretty awesome. And then look at the face sculpt there. Look at that. The detail is just absolutely magnificent. The structure of the bones in the mouth and just the expressions, you can just see it all the way through, man. This thing looks, wow. And then here you see just the tears in the costume, in the forearm areas. You see the grasping hand, the zombie-like hand, that's coming out at you. You know, just the costume just looks like it's been, you know, just splattered in blood, and it's been worn down to where it's no longer white. It's just like this brownish, tannish color, but due to this zombie-like creature. And then, like, if you go down to the leg area, you can see through this guy's leg. I mean, it's just like they could have easily not done that. Then there's a huge chunk that's bitten out of this side here. Then over here, you can see, can you see through this one? Yeah, you can see somewhat through this leg. So they made it to where there's more bitten out of this leg here and this one than it is over here, but you can still see clear through certain areas throughout. You can see the blood, the joints, or whatnot. It's just, man, they really paid a lot of attention to how and where they wanted to go with this figure here. You have one boot here on his leg, and then this one here is bootless, so he has nothing on this foot here. His pupils are completely gone. You know, you see this screaming face here that's ready to get you. And look at the straps here. I mean, this is a really neat addition too, just to have this like kind of hanging. Let's take a look at his articulation here. So he can look up with no problem. He doesn't have anything hindering that articulation here by looking up. He can look down with no problem at all. He can go from side to side. Man, and just having him to look from side to side, you get to see more detail that was placed within this figure. Here in the jaw area, you can see there's an opening to the jaw area as well, man. I mean, they really went all out. I mean, I trying to get to the articulation, but you can see here his teeth through the jaw area. That's just amazing. And then as we're looking at his neck area, there's just this hole in his neck with a blotch of blood in it. So yeah, this guy is just all the way through one of the most detailed Marvel Legends figures that I've seen. You know, the more and more you look at him, you're able to appreciate the detail throughout this entire costume. I mean, it just looks absolutely phenomenal. But let's get back to the articulation. So we do know that he can look up with no problem here at all. He can look down with no problem. He can go from side to side. He can go all the way around like he's possessed. And then we have here pinless joints in the arms as well. So we can go up with no problem. He does have bicep swivel, so elbow articulation works really well. Hand articulation here in the wrist is pretty solid. Go back and forth all the way around here. And then he has the upper abdominal rotation here. So upper abdominal rotation works really well, side to side. You can go all the way around with no problem. He does have waist swivel, which is really good. Waist swivel works really well. He has an ab crunch. He can go all the way down here with no problem. He can go back. So I gather you'll be able to put this guy in some really super dynamic poses as a zombie. So have here, we're going to take a look at his bitten off legs here. He does have that upper thigh swivel up here in the leg area. He can do the splits. Move the shit out of the way. We can do the splits here with no problem at all. Okay. And then he does have great articulation in the knees. He can go all the way back. And then here in his boot area, he can go back and forth, no problem. He does have a little bit of rocking here. Very impressed with this figure overall. You know that a zombie Iron Man is coming to add to this figure, as well as maybe a Scarlet Witch or zombie characters. Let's equip zombie Captain America with his shield here. So we're gonna place his hands through these straps. And there we go. And then we should be good. And then let's get him all posed up here. This guy looks a mess. There we go. Watch out. And last but certainly not least, we're going to finally equip the Watcher with his long-awaited arms. So first we're going to tab this arm into here. All right, so got this arm down. One more to go. We'll swing over to this side. I'm going to tap this in here, make sure it's in well. All right, so this is good. And now the Watcher is going to throw his hands up in celebration. Yay! Because he finally has his set of arms. So now we only need Sylvie from the Loki series, who has the cloak. So stay tuned for that. It's that time again. It's comparison time. And what a fantastic image this makes right here. I absolutely love this. So along with my Captain Carter, as well as my zombie Captain America figure, I have other characters from within this Disney Plus What If wave in Heist Nebula, T'Challa Star-Lord, Doctor Strange Supreme, as well as my Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. And oh, by the way, in the background, from beyond the multiverse, I have the Watcher just watching. Phenomenal wave, the best to date for me. Picture perfect this is. Make mine Marvel. And then here we have the Marvel Legends Happy figure from the Iron Man film. Happy also featured briefly, not too long, but he was in the Zombie What If episode. So he was in there for a hot minute. Go Happy. Wow. Check out this trio of Captain Americas. So along with Zombie Captain America as well as Captain Carter, I have the fantastic 80th anniversary Captain America, still standing strong. What a fantastic assortment of characters to add to what I feel is the best Build-A-Figure wave to date with this What If series. This Captain Carter figure truly for me represents the best of that shell-shaded, simplistic designing that is the What If animated series. On the other end, you have the Zombie Captain America, who represents that gritty, horrific, highly detailed zombie type figure that is brought to life before our very eyes, that I really appreciate and enjoy. And I really think that this could very well be the figure of the year. And this is coming from somebody, again, who's not a big fan of zombies, but I really appreciate exactly what they brought to the table with both of these figures. And I absolutely cannot wait to see what they have in store for us with the next wave of figures from this What If series. So I feel like they got some exciting things in store for us. So stay tuned for that. Seems as if Happy really needs to pay more attention to the surroundings than his phone because, yeah, things look like they may not bode too well for Mr. Happy here. I don't know. We'll see. But I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the review. And I'd like to ask those of you who have not subscribed to the channel to subscribe. I'd love for you to join Team Multiverse. Also, hit that like button. It will really help push the channel forward. Smash that bell notification so that you're notified when my videos drop. And if you did all that, I really appreciate it. And until next time, folks, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And let's hope that Happy makes it out of this because this doesn't look too good at all. Until next time, folks. Bye for now.